What's up, Libra? Welcome to Aquarius season. This is going to be your February 2021 general reading. Please keep in mind that's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus for added messages, okay? I'm super excited to be here. Happy Aquarius season. Happy Black History Month. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Mercury retrograde, okay? That's happening right now till the 20th, just so you know if you were not aware. Actually, all the Mercury retrogrades this year are going to be in air signs. So it's going to be really look at it already. Excuse me if I flub on my words. It's going to be really interesting considering air signs are all the signs of intellect and communication. And then we're talking about Mercury retrograde, which has a lot to do with off communication. So it'll be interesting to see how these play out this year. But I'm super excited to be here with you guys. I could have cried when I pulled these cards. Things are really looking up for Libra, and Libra, look, we deserve, as you know, it has not been easy. We learned a lot of hard lessons last year. But this year is really quite beautiful so far. I think we've got a great start. I love Aquarius season personally, you know, as a fellow air sign. Aquarius season is just really a vibe. And we tend to do well as fellow air signs in this sign. So let's get into it. Oh, before we do, just some dates. Okay, so we are in Mercury retrograde right now. Also, we are going to be having a new moon in Aquarius on the 11th of this month. And then we will be having a full moon in Virgo on the, I believe it's the 27th, which we will technically be in Pisces season at that time, but it's February, so I'm mentioning it. Just know that may be a very emotional full moon. We are dealing with that 12th house energy that Pisces provides, right? So it's all about God and enlightenment and spirituality and your undoing and karma and all the heavier things. So think about that kind of as it relates to our daily activities, how it relates to work, our health, all those things are very much connected to Virgo. So that's at the end of the month. But right now, let's get into it. Now, super juiced. Bottom of the deck, Libra, we show up as 10 of Cups. Now, I just did Gemini. I just did Gemini's reading, and they had the 10 of Cups at the bottom of their deck as well. Gemini's actually been all up and through things, which is really quite interesting. We start out with the Lover's card, which we know is connected to Gemini. But back to the 10 of Cups. The point is, there's a lot of Gemini going on. If you have Gemini in your chart, I know I'm a Gemini moon, or if you're dealing with a Gemini, it might be helpful to watch their reading. But I feel like this is going to be a really good month for us. I feel like there's a lot of happiness to go around. We are dealing with 5th house energy and 12th house energy. 5th house energy is very much connected to fun and creativity and romance and children and all that. And for a lot of Libras, or at least the ones that this message is resonating for, there is definitely romance here available to you. So that's really, really cute. I think that we are going to be in a very happy place emotionally. Part of that reason, I think, is number one, of course, like I said, Libra has been doing work. It has not been easy. 2020 was a mess. But also there's these things that are coming towards Libra. So I do want to say too, as it relates to money, finances looks real cute for Libra, especially towards the end of the month. Okay. Also lots of clarity coming to Libra. This is a really great time too, especially while we're experiencing 12th house energy, to really think outside the box. We're in Aquarius season, which Aquarius, they are the rebels of the zodiac. They are literally about thinking outside the box. And, you know, without the energy of Aquarius people and just that Aquarian energy, that Uranus energy, our society just wouldn't progress forward the way that it does. So it's really, really important. Use this time, especially if you are an entrepreneur or you know, do some type of passion project, something that is important to you, or not. Even if you have nothing that you're doing outside of your regular work, use this time to really kind of tap into your creativity. There's a lot that can be said for Libras this month in terms of thinking of cool ideas, maybe even thinking of ways to make money, monetize off of them. That's really, really showing up here, right? So end of the month, great, especially for money for Libra. loves it. Now, we've got 7 cards came out, so I took all 7. We've got 3 major arcana of the 7. We've got the Lovers, we've got the Fool, and we've got the Hanged One, which is interesting because the Fool and the Hanged One came out blap together at the very end. I will say, Libra, everything that's happening has a lot to do with the work that you've put in. Everything that's happening has a lot to do with the patience that you've had to show over the last few months, right? The Hangman energy is really about having to surrender. It's literally when the universe comes in, it's like, girl, whatever you think that you're about to pull, you're not. You're going to sit right here and you're going to look at things differently. You're going to think about things differently. You're going to decide to feel differently. You're going to decide to feel good. You're going to decide to move forward no matter what's going on around you, right? So Hangman One energy, it's connected to Pisces, but it's really about looking at things from a different perspective. It's about needing to surrender to a situation. Funny enough, even though this is a card about surrender, I do feel like things are really going to take off for Libra in this month. This month and going into Pisces season, we do have that Fool card, right? Fool card is connected to Aquarius season. It is the energy of Uranus. So it is about taking risks. It is about a brand new beginning. It is about packing light. And I think that the pause that Libra's been on for the last few months has really kind of helped in order to like take this next step forward, right? No matter how much you disliked maybe things that were going on in your life or certain relationship snafus that were happening, we have to admit that through that, we got a lot of perspective, right? Through that, even when I talk to other Libras, there's been a lot of growth that's happened. So be grateful, like live in the gratitude of it all, because it kind of helped to get to this point. Now, enough about that. Lover's card, okay? Now, Lover's card, of course, that's Gemini energy. Lover's card was originally called the Choice. We actually have an oracle card that talks about choosing love. You always have a choice, make yours with love. I'm sorry, I'm going to jump around in this reading. I can already tell. So there's a choice here, right? So, of course, typically people can say that the Lover's card is about choosing 2 lovers, but it's never about that for me. Not to say that it can't be, but really, we already know what we love. We already know what we feel connected to. We already know what we feel tied to. It's the choice of moving forward. It's the choice of, do I want to move in on this love? Do I want to accept this love? Do I want to be vulnerable enough and put myself in a position to where I can have this love, right? Now, I feel like there's a lot of connection happening with Libra and a lover, right? It does not have to be a Gemini. It can be anybody, but this is something that's really hot and fiery and passionate. And like, there's a lot of love to go around here. Some of you guys might be connecting with someone this month. You're like, you know what? I love him. I love him. I love her. They feel like home, right? What I will say is a lot of you guys are coming into a situation where you have someone who's wanting to offer you all this stability. You've got the Ace of Pentacles right after the Lover's card. Ace of Pentacles is my favorite ace. It doesn't matter if we're talking about work. It doesn't matter if we're talking about relationships. What we do know is whatever this being offered, this is the real deal. This isn't fool's gold. This is the real deal. This is connected to security and stability. So I do feel like there's money coming in, absolutely for Libra, but also in terms of relationship, there's someone around you, Libra, who really wants to offer you something deep, something real, something rooted in realness, right? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. That is Taurus, Gemini, no, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo energy with that Earth energy. And you also got the Ace of Swords here too, right? Again, in terms of your own endeavors, work or otherwise, this is a great time to think up and cook up cool ideas. Ace of Swords is very much about truth. It's very much about clarity, but it's also about thinking about things differently, or like a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of seeing something. So that's really great. I think there's a lot of clarity that's going to come to you this month too. I do love, it feels, Libra, like if this is connecting to you, if this is resonating with you, you got someone who wants to offer you the things. This is someone who is speaking up, coming in and telling their truth about how they feel about you. This is someone who's very upfront. This is someone who is trying to show you through tangible things that they, they're here for you. They want to build with you. They want to world with you. Oh, this is cute. Okay, some of you guys are connecting to a Capricorn. someone with Capricorn in their chart, definitely someone with Earth in their chart. Like, I feel like this could even be like an Earth sign Venus. But you got the Devil card, right? Now, the Devil card, depending on what cards around it, can be not so great, right? Because it can talk about toxicity. It could talk about feeling bound to a situation. When we see this Devil card with the Lovers, this is something that is hot and heavy. Libra, listen, for some of you guys, I get the feeling it's been a while. It's about to go down in the month of February, okay? In the best way. This is something that's really passionate. There's love there. There's passion here. This is like tantric sex, you know, to me. Like when I see these two together, like this is like, is that good kind of, that good kind of stuff, right? You got Ace of Pentacles, you got the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. The Wheel of Fortune spins in our favor. This is the karmic wheel. This is about things happening in due time. This is about trusting the timing of the universe too, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune does not spin fast. It's actually a process, right? It's actually something that takes quite a while for that whole wheel to spin. But now is the time. There's been something that you guys have been working on. I think you're going to get a lot of payoff from it this month. So like, let's say if you are an entrepreneur of some type, maybe this is the month where, you get a lot more customers or followers or something that works towards your abundance. Like this is the time. So the work that you've been putting in, it's like this month, things are going to be happening for you. Now, Wheel of Fortune in the original depictions of the Rider-Waite deck, it has all the fixed sign energies in the corners, which we are in fixed air right now with Aquarius, right? So fixed sign energies being Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. I don't know why I always blank on that. So maybe one of those signs is important, but this is a time I feel like things are happening, especially towards the end of the month, man. I feel like money's really going to be coming in strong for Libra, which I love it. Now, Ace of Swords is being clarified by the High Priestess. Love this. High Priestess is divine feminine energy. High Priestess is connected to secrets. She is connected to all knowing. She is connected to just being, right? There's definitely going to be some conversations, maybe some that you guys have been waiting to have. I don't think anything's going to take you by surprise, though. Things have been happening, and I think your intuition's been really, really working for you. Some of you guys might even be getting messages in your sleep. A lot of Libras are daydreamers. I know I am. I'm a heavy daydreamer. This could even be you guys feeling like you're daydreaming a lot lately, especially coming up in Pisces season. That's a really deep, emotional, watery season, watery time. Pisces are notorious for going into their own world and kind of leaving us all here and like going into their own imagination. You might even be getting something like that, like to where you're feeling like you're spacing out a little bit more towards the end of the month, especially. But I definitely do think that you guys are getting intuitive hits. Definitely be trusting your intuition. I think there's been things that you've been thinking of or dreaming of, or even been trying to manifest for yourself in your life that are happening. You're going to start seeing tangible evidence of that. And in a really good way, things are going to be becoming a lot clearer. Now, we've got that 12th house energy that we'll be dealing with this full moon that's coming at the end of the month, right? For us. And again, that's about God and spirituality, our karma. It's about, in some ways, undoing. It's about dreams. So just be really paying attention to your dreams and the messages that you're getting. It's going to be strong this month. It's going to be strong this month, and it may require you to rely on that a little bit more since we are in Mercury retrograde. It really kind of depends on what kind of Libra you are. Mercury retrograde has the tendency to flip us on our head. So if you're more of like a logical, pragmatic person, then when Mercury's retrograde, you're usually a little bit more watery and intuitive. If you're more watery and intuitive usually, then you're usually like your brain is flipped. So this is going to resonate differently for all of you guys. I'm a Libra, but I'm mostly water. I have mostly Scorpio in my chart. Scorpio like reigns supreme over everybody. And I'm a Cancer rising. So Mercury retrogrades for me flips me on my pragmatic, logical sign, because I really kind of run off of intuition, even though I'm a Libra, for example. So definitely pay attention to that. But new messages coming in, new opportunities coming in, new money's coming in, and there is some strong, passionate love coming in, okay? And Libra, you deserve it. Now, in your environment, which we love, we've got a King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles might be the one who's offering you the Ace of Pentacles, right? This could be like, if this is relationship, this is offering you stability. But also, I do feel like there's a real leveling up in terms of work, in terms of finances, even in terms of your public image. So if you do something where you are more in the public eye, I do feel like you guys are going to be gaining more success with that, which is really, really beautiful. What I can say is there's money opportunities here, like money opportunities for sure. But if this King of Pentacles for you guys is a person, this is someone who, King of Pentacles is ideal father, ideal husband, money connected, very mature, slow, but soft, but strong, but silent, mysterious kind of, at least that is to me. This is someone who is all about their security, all about the stability, right? They are mature in that way. They are king, so they are the most mature of their suit in that way. And I feel like there's someone around you, Libra, who wants to offer you all these things, right? Who wants to build with you. Also, again, in terms of employment, there's a lot of opportunities for you guys to make really good money this month, especially towards the end. There's a lot of opportunities for you guys to really be connecting with all the right people and really kind of come into all the right resources that are going to get you exactly where you want to go. This is a great month for Libra. I don't give a damn what we're talking about. I don't care. Like, lean into it. What do you want? Like, what do you want, girl? This is a happy, good month. Okay? Yes. King of Pentacles. Now, what is clarifying that is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is the single ladies card, right? This is a card about taking good care of yourself. This is a card about people know how to treat you based on how they see you treating yourself. There's someone who's single and really, really wants to come together. Justice card. Come on, Yasimbe, aka Most Def. Justice card. This is our energy. This is Libra energy, right? So there's someone who wants to bring you guys together. Justice is also connected to marriage. It's connected to partnership. It's connected to contracts, which I will say, if you can avoid it up until the 20th, especially if this is something new that just kind of pops up, I would try to stall. Mercury retrograde isn't the best way or best time to tie yourself into things that you haven't already been working on. So if there's something in the works that you've already been kind of dedicated to working on, you've looked at the fine print over and over, you know what I mean? You kind of see the details of everything, fine, go for it. But be a little bit more cautious if you have not. And if you can wait a little bit, wait a little bit. But in terms of relationship, my God, even in terms of relationship, I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say. It's up to you. If you've been working on something or if you've been working with someone, then I think it's okay. But, I'm just always a little bit more cautious during the retrogrades. Okay. Now you got the Fool card right underneath the Libra card, right underneath the marriage card, right underneath the contracts card. There's someone who wants to form something, who wants to bring you abundance. There's someone who wants to build and set up legacy with you. And this person is single, if you were wondering, right? This person is successful. This person is an authority in their field. This person is financially stable. This person is wanting to share all these things with you. What I do love in the hopes and fears is the Ten of Swords. I love it, right? If you have a fear, I don't love it in the sense of like having an issue, obviously, but Ten of Swords energy for me, it's automatically like a past energy, right? Ten of Swords usually isn't experienced as, oh, right now I'm feeling this. This is usually like as a result of things of the past. This is how I was feeling. But tens are all about the ends of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So I think you guys are really in a new place. And then look, what follows that right after is that Fool card and the Hanged One. So I don't want you guys to be worried that, the issues that you've dealt with in the past are going to creep up. No, you're in a different place. Whatever didn't work out, then that is the end. Right? Whatever it is that you're worried about, it's the end. I just feel like it's the end of worry. There's Four of Pentacles here. So Understandably so, especially if this is like a new relationship thing or even a new job or a new anything. It does make sense that you would be a little bit cautious. Four of Pentacles is someone who's kind of holding on to their values because they're afraid to lose them, right? So holding on to their money, holding on to people, is someone who could be a hoarder. This is about kind of not being as open because we're afraid that if we are open, then Ten of Swords is going to happen. Someone's going to disappoint me again. Someone's going to stick me with all these swords, right? But that's the end of that. You guys are like on a whole new thing, and it's really because last year a lot of Libras had to really kind of flex and really put their foot down in a way that Libras aren't always as comfortable doing when you care about people. We could do it for people we don't care about all day, or like people who it really doesn't matter all day. But when you really care, Libra has a hard time sometimes, depending on where you are in your life. The older I get, it's getting a little easier for me, but still I don't want to, you know? Okay. The full card, you got Knight of Swords. So, okay. It looks like at the end of the month, things are going to start moving quickly. Like, I think after we jump out of that Mercury retrograde energy and things, kind of become clearer. It's like once you start moving, Libra, you're going to start moving. You guys are on a whole new journey. This is new beginnings. This could be about literally physically moving. We do have a Knight of Pentacles here, right? This could be about travel coming up this month. Maybe you guys have a trip plan, something of that sort. Especially if it's to see a long distance lover, because the Lovers card to me, even though they are standing here kind of next to each other, I don't know, this little mountain shit in the beginning or in the middle, it always makes me think that they're kind of at a distance from one another. So it could be that. But Knight of Swords energy is a really aggressive, fast energy. You guys might feel compelled to jump into things because they are feeling so good and looking so good this month, but still keep your head about you and just slow down. It's all good. Everything's happening in the divine timing that it's supposed to. And you want to still be able to be going slow enough to where you're looking at the details and being, using your mind and your heart in this matter. There was a lot that you guys had to go through in order to figure out what it is that you do want, don't want, all that, right? Four of Cups has a lot to do with refining your choices, right? Four of Cups person is usually someone who's not interested in something, or maybe they're full of this something. It's really about kind of sitting and taking a pause to really think about how you feel about something. It was necessary for you guys. It was necessary for your growth. It was necessary for everything to come, right? And Libras, sometimes we need a little extra time to think about things because sometimes we're slow to make a decision because sometimes we're stuck on how it's going to affect A, B, C, D through F, and but whatever this pause is, and I feel like this is, like Libra's coming out of it. It's like things are going to start moving quickly, or at least you're going to feel like you want them to, but I want you to really still take your time. Nothing is going anywhere. Like, you're not going to lose this thing, this new love, this new opportunity. Definitely be working on things. Definitely be using your creativity this month. Definitely be thinking outside the box, writing stuff down when you get cool ideas, paying attention to what your intuition tells you. These last few months have been so important for refining exactly what it is that you want, okay? Now, Libra, you got confidence. It says it comes with time and practice. That is the realest shit ever. Now, Libras, we all have a level of confidence. I later figured out just with experience in life, like my level of confidence that I thought I had, a lot of it was very much surface level, right? Because it would take nothing for somebody to come, whether I cared about their opinion really or not, whether they're someone I deemed important or not, to come and tell me something about myself that I didn't like, and that would shake all my shit up. So then how confident am I really, right? Right? Confidence to the core is important. This is how you're attracting this love. This is how you're attracting these opportunities. This is how you're finally in a place where you can get to the monies and stuff because you believe that you can. Libras, sometimes we fall on the fact that we're fun and we're pretty and we're likable, and we just rest on that. And that's because that's like the pocket that a lot of Libras feel comfortable with, because that's the thing that Libras always heard. right? So sometimes we undermine the things about us that actually are quite amazing. Like Libras are really fucking smart. A lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't give us the credit, and we don't give ourselves the credit. So if you guys have been kind of apprehensive about moving forward in things in the past, I just think that everything that you've gone through, Libra, especially with the last year, especially with the last like 6 months, this has really hardened you in a good way, right? Giving you that tough skin and that confidence that you need in order to actually be present and receive all the things that you actually really want for your life. So honestly, everything that's ever happened, it's a huge blessing. It was there for you to build up your self-confidence and how you feel about yourself, and it's just led you to this really great place. Now you get all these blessings. Now, going back to that choose love card, you always have a choice. Make yours with love. This is in everything that you do. Choose love, right? This is about, how much our perception plays a huge role in our life. This also talks about not replaying the same sad stories, right? If you want to move on, if you want happiness, if you want the relationship, if you want the money, you can't keep talking about how you broke. You can't keep talking about how Josh broke your heart in 2015. You can't keep talking about whatever, right? Like you have a choice in everything that you do, right? You may not have a choice about the big faded events that happen to you, but you have a choice of how you feel about them and how you decide to look at them. So that's what that's speaking to. Now, 2 of these oracle cards came out, which is I surrender to a power greater than me, right? Going back to that hang one, these blessings that are coming now, it's because of the work that Libra's done and the fact that we've surrendered, right? Enough to where things can start to show themselves and come in. Also, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Certainty and faith. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Going back to the idea of you are in control of your perceptions, right? You are in control of the world that you see. You're in control of what happens to you and what comes to you, right? How do you want to look at it? How do you want to look at these things? And then you also have successful funding. It says your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding partnerships and other investments are available to help you. Yes, what did I say? You guys have some opportunities coming in, for sure. For sure, opportunities coming in. And this is a great time. This is a great time to be using your creativity. This is a really great time to allow your ideas to really flourish and to try something new. You are literally being guided, especially for you entrepreneurs. This is a great time to capitalize on all the ideas that happen to you. Just do it. If 2020 taught us anything, what do you have to lose? Do it, right? If it makes you happy, if this makes sense in the moment, do it. And don't worry about not having the resources or not having the money. This is saying Spirit is going to provide. Okay, so I love you guys. I hope that this resonates. I hope you guys have a beautiful month. If you would like a personal reading, definitely reach out to me. shesvibetarot@gmail.com. Look at the About tab, right? And look at the menu of services and pricing. And then also you can schedule a live reading there if you'd like, okay? I love you, Libra. I'll talk to you later. Bye.